Hello Aries, I am Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do your Lenormand card reading for the sign of Aries for the month of December. But before we start, I want to wish you happy holidays. I hope you all stay in very good health, and of course I wish you financial prosperity. Coming back to the card reading, as always, we will do 4 card readings for the sign of Aries for the month of December. And these are based on the natural elements in your astrological chart, or for some of you, on your time of birth. These basic elements are air, earth, water, and fire. Now, the 4 objects that you always see on my table are directly connected to those elements. So you choose or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This object of your choice, it should or it would relate the best to your current situation. However, if the object and the related video does not match your first choice, please check the other videos that are directly connected in the same session. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. Anyway, the matches represent the fire element, the stone represents the earth element, the aerosol sprayer represents the air element, and the shell represents the water element. Also, I want to add, if you have questions, you can always post them in the comments below, and as soon as I have time, I will answer them, of course. So Aries, here we go for your Lenormand card reading for December 2021. Hello Aries, and welcome to the Shell or the Water group for your Lenormand card reading for December 2021. As the first card here on your reading, this is on your person here, we see the anchor. Here we see that this is a positive card for starters. This is a stable card, so it means that we are encouraged to become more stable. Maybe in specific areas of our life, we need to become more stable. We need to follow a certain course. Probably this is related to certain structures or money structures, as we are seeing here. Possibly also, here we see also that probably these changes will not go very fast because the tower is a slower card. We need to first have a certain structure and then we can move. So if we already have a structure, we will be able to move here. Then on the central card, we see the tower here. The tower is a card that we need to follow the rules, the regulations. There is no way around it. We need to follow sometimes a strict protocol that we are seeing here. There's sometimes no shortcuts. Things will take a little bit longer. As I said, sometimes patience is also required. But anyway, with those 2 cards here, we need to be consistent. And if we are consistent, the last card that follows out of this consistency and this stability is the card of abundance or the card of money. So if you stick to your plan, you will come there. Then we're going to mirror the upper cards. We're going to mirror the anchor and the house here, the corners. Here we see that also with this card here, this card points to no moving. And this if we relate this to the house, we have the key of our own house here. Sometimes this is also our body, our workplace. But here with this combination, it tells us that, for instance, it's better if we have plans to move, it's better to stay put for now. If you have moving plans for in the future, for now, it's best to stay where you are. Also on the workplace, better to stay where you are till you are sure, holding on to our job. If you're planning something else, the key is planning. So if you plan, you will be able to move. But first you need to plan. You cannot fly in like it. Sometimes Aries is very enthusiastic. And sometimes the plans are made after, but actually you need to make the plan up front here. And it's very important that you do so. Aries is sometimes a little bit impulsive. Of course, he's young. The Aries is the young sign of the belt. So he's impulsive, he's intuitive. But here with this combination, especially if this is a plan on the long run, we need to make a plan. So we see this here. This is very important here with this combination. We need to see that we have strong foundations here. The house is about foundations. Maybe the place where we're working now lays the foundations for the next step, and it gives you the key for structuring the rest of your life. So sometimes we need to work in steps here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, it points also that we probably stay or keep to certain tradition values here. This is what we are seeing here. We like to with this combination, mostly we like living where we are. Here, we like to stay where we are. We feel stable with our family here. Sometimes also, this is another angle, people with this combination, they own a boat, or they have a boat close to the, of a house close to the port. This is what we are seeing, or to a harbor. Anyway, these people here, they need to become more domestic. If they are already a domestic stability, they need to stay where they are. This is what we are seeing here. This is only for now here, but I'm sure here with this combination, you feel very comfortable in your home. If not, you should make your home more comfortable, more stable for the time being. Here, sometimes also we could be quite strict here, follow certain protocols, follow certain rules here. For now, the situation will stay a little bit stable, or the same. But it's not something that's going to last. Of course, you can move. We can, because here in the bottom line here, we already have the rider. The rider is the card that brings things on the move. Here we see that we are receiving news from money, news from things that are going to expand. But it's possible here, what is needed here is a strong focus. Here we see the clouds, and the clouds ask us to focus. You can achieve a plan for abundance, for getting more financial in your life, but you need to focus on it. Here we see that the news is coming to us. It could come quite fast to us. Sometimes the news comes to us in a quite indirect way, because the clouds are a little bit troubled here, or they are, we cannot see clear how the news is coming. This is what we are seeing here. But this points also to an important document that come to us here. This points also to independence. Aries like to be independent, relying on itself, doing his own thing. It's very important, this for Aries. Also, a lot of Aries are business people. They like to go in business here. This is about money transfers, stocks, shares, investments that we are making here. Also, we want to make some changes in our life. This is what we are seeing here, and probably we push forward. But here we need to see that we don't push too hard. We need to push here in a certain structure, in a certain order. So you cannot be too intrusive. You need to do it in a quiet manner. This is what we are seeing here. But here, this can also be profitable news that we are receiving. Then we're gonna go in the upper line here. The anchor, the key, and the house. The anchor and the key here is that we want to rely on ourselves. We want to have success. We want to move on. If we have any doubts, we should not, because with the key, we can move here. But we need to do it at a certain time. This points, the house is about our work. So we can expect changes in our work, but we don't need to have doubt, but we need to make a plan. We need to think about it. We need to think in a free spirit here. This is what we are seeing with this combination. Anyway, you will think about maybe moving, settling down more roots, getting more stable in your life. This is what we are seeing here. You need to reach your goal here in a certain pace here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. You need to work in safety without risks. This is what we are seeing here. This combination is not about risk, it's about safety. Slowly making sure that you advance, having the right keys for opening the right locks. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible that something in your life for now is holding you back, but since you have the key, this is temporary. This is a temporary so there's a temporary problem here that you are experiencing. After, with the key will set us free. But it could be a temporary situation that we are experiencing now. But then we have the key and the house. In our home front, probably we are a very good manager. If you are if this points to the work front, it's possible that you are a manager, that you have certain responsibilities in your work. Here we see also that there is a professional success around us. A lot of doors can go open if we work in a quiet and established way here with this combination. This is what we are seeing here. Also, you have possibilities if you work in a structural way to have more money in the future. On the long run, possibly this points to a relocation, because with the tower here, the tower is crossing borders. So it could mean that you move later on to another city. Sometimes this is really crossing borders, state borders, or even other countries. But that is for the future, because I only see the tower here, and the tower crosses city borders, but for some it can be country borders. Anyway, this points also that our house, our home, the people around us, our family is very important, or the place where we are living is very important to us. If you don't yet have a house and you're looking for one, this is the key. Soon you will find it, and this will be a place where you will stay for a while. This is then the other side. I didn't mention that, but this is possible also with this combination. It's possible that you agree for buying a house. Maybe the plans are not direct, but already there are certain agreements made here. These agreements are slowly made in a slow pace here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, we will probably, if we follow up with this buying this house, we will need to follow certain financial structures here. Of course, for our payments here, we probably need to change certain rules and regulations about our lifestyle. This is what we are seeing here. If you are a little bit worried about the finances, if you focus, the money will come and you will be able to balance yourself better out in the future. But here it's all about planning. But this is a safe buy here that you have. This is a safe, secure house. This is very rooted. This house, it's in very good condition. The foundations are very solid. This is what we see here. It's possible, as I said, it's near the harbor, near the water. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the second horizontal line, the crossroads, the tower, and the garden. The crossroads and the tower here, it means that we move on from a previous situation and we come in the next phase of our life. The tower points to that most likely we come in a higher position. The tower has an overview, and it's possible that you go from a normal job into a more responsible job, or if you already had management responsibilities, you actually go in the higher, like this is a position like more in charge, CEO, boss, people who are in charge of managers, things like that here, people who are higher placed. This is what we are seeing here. This is probably, maybe you need to make choices about that if you would accept or not. Here we have the garden next to it. Probably if you make the choice, you will need to follow certain instructions, rules, regulations, but also you will get more freedom. And also, I think here with this, what I'm seeing here, I think here this person or these people here, they need freedom here also. Aries also like to have his personal freedom. He don't like to have 24/7 a boss breathing down his neck here. And here probably this is the things that we are seeing here. Anyway, we are ready here to take the next step. This is what we are seeing here. We assimilate certain lessons in our life. We have made certain choices, and now we are put in front of these choices, and we need to accept this. If we take the choices, we will have more freedom. Anyway, it's possible also that people above you, because we have mostly some people above us, the big guy in charge above us here, here we see that probably we need to follow the protocol of the business, but we have a lot of freedom. Anyway, this points sometimes also to official pathways. If you would work for the government here, this points to official government legal options. Sometimes also maybe this is all legalized in a contract, or there's some legal thing here going on. Sometimes also this points that we are involved in certain court decisions, and these court decisions will bring us more freedom. This is what we see here also. Anyway, we will make some choices. If we were a little bit isolated before, we will become more free. Possibly also we choose to stand alone, to be more independent. This is what we are seeing. Independent, freedom. These are the words here that we are with this reading here, with this combination. Also, we see that there is a choice about responsibility that we need to take, and probably we will accept it because we have the key there, and we know more money or more stability for us is coming here. For some, choices that you need to make than business like or related to your work, because you could also be independent, but you could maybe dependent on somebody else, but you're here. This could also be an independent combination here. Anyway, we need to think before we make certain choices. We see this here back, but it's possible that we still have somebody above us. Then we have the tower, the garden, the tower and the garden here. Here we see that possibly we moved away and we are returning to a certain place. This could be on the job front. Maybe you have been in that department before, but it's like you are returning, but maybe in a different position. And maybe the people that are there, you are familiar with them, but maybe you are in charge now over these people. This is possible here, what we are seeing here. Anyway, it's possible also that you work in quite a big building, or that the firm that you're working for is quite big because the tower is high. If this is related to the job here, sometimes also this points to an apartment, but I think here this is related to the job. Anyway, this would mean that we return to a place for the past on the work front, excuse me, or on the home front here. It's possible that we see this here. Anyway, there's a lot of, I see a lot of offices here, authorities here. This is what we are seeing here. There's a lot of traffic there also. Maybe this is a very busy place. Maybe this is close to a train station or an airport. There's a lot of going on there here, what we are seeing here with this combination. Or maybe this points to that you are planning to move to another city. And if you move to another location, it could be close to what I just mentioned, to an airport, to a train station, to a bus station. This is what we are seeing here. This points also that we are able probably for organizing the people who work for us, or we are a very organized person. This is what we are seeing here. This person normally don't really point to a team player. It's more like somebody who is in charge. Of course, he can manage the team, but really playing with the team, sometimes for Aries, it's a little bit difficult. He like to be a little bit independent. It doesn't mean he cannot work with a team. That's something else. But he likes to be in control of things sometimes. This is what we are seeing here. Also, it's sometimes this points that we are in control. What information is given to the public. Then we go in the third horizontal line. We have the rider, the clouds, and the fish here. It's possible that certain habits you have in your life, you will stop with these habits. If you change direction, it's possible in the beginning you are not sure where you are going with this. You might have unclear thoughts, unclear ideas, what exactly you want with this. But you will accept, but it's not clear what is the final goal. You probably are still searching here with this combination here. Anyway, it's possible also that if you are in this position, there's a certain lack of perspective here that we are seeing here with this combination. Maybe this position that you are coming in, it's for a shorter time. Maybe then you see it's not for you and you move on from it. You prepare for something else. Here, this is what we are seeing here. You have pushed for this position, now you are there, but maybe it's not what you have expected there. And maybe there's something hidden that you didn't see before, or you didn't have a clear overview, but now you get a clear overview now that you are in this position. Then we have the clouds and the fish. The clouds and the fish here, it points if we take certain decision and we come in another position, maybe we make a decision of a house and the money is not immediately there, and we are a little bit worried here, a little bit stressed if we can manage everything financially. It's like there's some kind of uncertainty here over the finances, but this is probably temporary that we are seeing this. Anyway, for job change on itself, as I said, it's better to stay where you are. You can move in the future if you have the right stability. Then we go in the vertical lines. We have the anchor, the crossroads, and and the rider. The anchor and the crossroads here, we see here that we're settling down. We already saw that before. We're going to make some changes that are related to our stability. We want to be more founded here. It's possible that you make certain choices in your life and you were confronted with this choice before, but now actually you decided. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. It's possible now you're actually there. You don't know really if you did, this is really what you want. It's like you will accept, but it's like you take a break in your mind. Here we might see that the decision that we make actually brings us in a position that is not what we expected here. We see this here several times coming here, but there are several options here on the long run here that we are taking here. It's possible that now you are in this position that certain people impose choices on you and we have no choice but accepting these choices here. And it gives us a little bit a mindset that we are in two minds about it. We didn't expect it's actually like that. Then we have the key and the tower. This is what we see here, the key and the tower here. Things out of the past here hold a clue for your future. So you need to think wisely here what you want. And if you think wisely about the past, you will have the clues for the future, what you actually want. Anyway, here we need to have prepare for something in the future. We need to see that we make our bed before we go to sleep. If you want something else, it's always coming back here. Something like it's like a fate will be coming upon you, and there will be change of direction here. You will have success and you are able to have success, but you will need to be prepared. So see that you prepare for changes here. This is what we are seeing, but there's a lot of providence here, a lot of possibilities here. It's possible also with this combination that you have somebody close to you who actually guides you in this process, because sometimes the tower can be a guide. It's possible you also yourself, if you are a manager, for instance, or if you are in charge, that you guide other people, but it doesn't mean that you yourself also don't have a guide. This is what we are seeing here with this combination, but it go all a little bit slow. You need to set long-term goals here, that you have long-term success. You cannot work with this combination on the short run. This is not cash and carry. This is something that we need to plan and execute on the long run here. This is what we are seeing here. But as I said, this could be a bigger firm. We have here also the key to a higher position, the key to a higher status, but it's possible that the money is not immediately connected and it comes on the longer run here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But for certain things, of course, you will doubt with this combination of cards. Here also, sometimes we don't know how we need to act in this position. Sometimes we think, okay, I interact, and sometimes you think, oh, I just let it go. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, this can point, if we come in a different position in our life, it comes with more solitude. If we come in charge of people, sometimes for some areas we cannot come so close anymore, so it creates also a solitude. So if you come in a higher position, that's the other side of the higher position. Here then we have the tower and the clouds here. Something out of the past here can catch up with you. If you didn't work out certain things here, things of the past here can catch up. Sometimes the tower brings things back out of the past if we didn't solve them. It's possible also that you are confronted with certain issues out of your childhood. This is what we are seeing here also. And also, again, here we see here that there are certain doubts about authority figures in the way they act and react to us. It makes you doubt and it gives you problems. I'm not going to say this comes to a confrontation, but in your mind, it works differently. It's like I said, it's not what you expected. It creates doubts on the long run, here what we are seeing here. It's possible also that with this combination, you withdraw a little bit in yourself because you need to reflect here over the situation. We could feel a little bit lonely also in this combination. And here, after a while, after this period of thinking is passed over, we will be able to grasp the things again and move on with it. Sometimes also this points to bureaucracy, that we are confronted with certain bureaucratic rules and regulations in our life. Then we have the third vertical line here. We have the house, the garden, and the fish. This is actually a very positive line. This is then for the end of the month or for later. Here we see that the place where we are living, it's possible that there is a garden attached to the place where we are living. The house is quite lovely, what we are seeing here. Probably also you're planning for people that you already know for a long time to invite them in your house because they have literally the key to our house, to your house here. And some people will come to your house maybe for a party. It's possible these are family members. There could be some older people among them also, or people who are higher placed. This is possible also. Maybe this is a friend that is in a higher position close to you. This is what we are seeing here. But this is a person who is close to you. You have confidence in them, and you know probably these people already for a longer time here. Also, sometimes here this points to if we invite certain people in our house, we don't know exactly who we need to invite. If we just come in a higher position, sometimes it's difficult. Do we still invite the colleagues that I was with before, but now I'm in a higher position? This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Or sometimes it can point that we are not sure which borders, which line to pull with people that we work with. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But here so this points also to a lot of freedom. People have free access to our house. We are very open-minded if we are in our house and we invite people. Also, we are generous here. People can eat and drink what they want here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, coming back, if you're planning to have a house, this sometimes points that we visit like an open house sales. This is what we are seeing here. Here we visit the house, or we visit several houses, because this is the card of abundance, more than one here, for making up a decision for moving on later on. But as I said, before you move, make sure here that that you are stable and that you are in the right financial position. Sometimes also this points that we visit things like theaters, movies, we go out, there's a lot of social interaction here, what we are doing here. It's possible also with this combination that the house that you're thinking to buy is quite big. And then this would give this a whole different meaning. This could mean a very expensive house. There could be, or there would be a lot of rooms in the house. This is possible also with this combination. And except we see the water here again, so it's possible here this is near the water. But of course, before you make such a step, make sure that you are financially secure, that you are safe here with this combination, because this points to really to an impressive house here that we are seeing here. It's possible also this is a double house, like somebody lives in one side and the other, you live in the other side. There's collective, but there's also private. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this points to that there's a lot of people in your garden also. Then we have the garden and the fish. Here, sometimes this points that we work with money, that we work for a financial institution, that we work for a bank, that we work for the government, especially with the tower there, or a government control institution. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, our public image here also with this combination is very important to us. We could be a person that works with money also. This is what this reading tells us here. Anyway, sometimes also this means that we are involved in publications of certain documents here. We decide what goes in public and what goes not in public. This could mean for publicity, for whatever, for marketing. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Then we go in the cross, the anchor, the tower, and the fish here. Here, as I said, there is a guidance of certain people, but we need to, what is important here, that we trust on our gut. We need to follow our inner selves. If we have a feeling on it, you need to, sometimes Aries is like he has a feeling, but he don't trust this feeling. And here we need to see that we need to trust our gut feeling. Sometimes we take decisions and we know it's the right one, but we take the opposite choice. Here, not. You need to take your, you need to decide here what you feel, what you feel inside yourself. This, I know it's difficult, this choice, because it's like the choice seems so obvious that sometimes we don't take it because it's so obvious. And actually it's the logical choice, but you could be the only one that see it this way, but you need to trust your feelings here with this combination. If there are certain obstacles, you will overcome also the obstacles that are laid in front of you. Anyway, events will unfold later in the year to come. You will come in a higher position here. Certainly more prosperous things are to come here. This is what we are seeing here. It's like here you're laying the foundations for actually coming to the next step this month and the months to come here. Anyway, you will focus on this achievement here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the tower and the fish on itself here. This is a very good combination for money, but we already saw also for investments. If you are, for instance, an investment banker, this is a very good combination for that. But here also, if we do investments, this combination tells us we need to see that we have long-term investments, or maybe we are a long-term investment banker. This is possible also. Anyway, this points to a person who is an expert in his field. It doesn't mean that you can now execute it, but in your field of work, you already have a lot of expertise. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Sometimes also this point that we register our business. Maybe you are planning for starting your own, and here we see also business registry here with this combination. Then we have the house, the tower, and the rider. The house and the tower here, this points to the head office, the place where you are working. Probably you work in the main office here. This is what we are seeing here. You will be there for a longer time, as we are said earlier, but there are plans. We already saw this. This in general points to good communication, good messages here. Sometimes also coming back to the house, this could mean that we are making a choice because between a house that is close to the traffic or a house that is more in a quiet area. This is also here, I didn't see this before, but this is also what we are seeing here. If this house is bigger, what we have also sometimes, if this is for our own property, it's possible that the roots of the house before it has been like a council house. So it's a bigger house, but it's still a house that we can use for living. Sometimes community houses or houses that had a public service before, they are not all enormous, and this would be a public house that is bigger, but you can still transfer it in a house for living here. This is what we are seeing, like a council house for a small community here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, this points also to real estate agencies that you contact. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the tower and the rider here. A message will come to you here that is very important. It will be very direct, and this is the next step, the next phase that you will come into, and then you will be able to move on. It's possibly that the messages come a little bit slow, but if this message comes, this will be the path straight forward here. This is like you're really on the move. The bus is stopping, and you need to step on the bus, and you start moving here. This is what we are seeing here. This then it's possible that your bosses or the people in charge have delayed certain decisions, or they delay certain decisions, and then suddenly when you expect it no more, the decision is made, and there it's possible it's suddenly in your mail, or it suddenly arrives in your home, and you have what you asked for. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. It's possible that you challenged these people before because this change don't come, but suddenly sometimes when we don't ask no more, it's it's on our doorstep. This is what happens sometimes here. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, Aries, for the water group, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this Lenormand card reading. This is a very ambitious and positive reading, but you will need to keep structure. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other three that are immediately connected here. I'm sure one of the four will fit you. If you are interested in short financial card readings, a philosophical way, we do those also. You can find them on my channel, and specific love card readings, also short card readings. You can find them all on my channel. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Hello Aries, and welcome to the Aerosol or the Air group for your Lenormand card reading for December 2021. We see the person card of here, mostly this is the person itself here, and then the central card here that we are having also that is close to us now. It means that probably here with this card, it points that we are guided on our path in a certain way. There's guidance upon us. Also, sometimes this points that we need to be patient, and especially here, follow your intuition here. We need to understand our own depthness and the intuition that comes with us, with this intuition here. It's possible here, like you have the feeling that you need to trust in a higher power, or you trust in a higher power. You need to have trust here and faith in yourself. This is important here with this combination. We need to see here if there are certain things that bother are in our life. We need to reflect over those, and then we probably will decide if we take care of these burdens, or we keep them, or we let go of them. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, the cross, it comes with responsibilities, but also it comes with protection. So sometimes things go slow with the cross, but it's also protecting us. It means things don't happen before them time. Sometimes we can wait on something and we think like it's never gonna come. That's something like for the cross. But when it happens at the right time, and it didn't happen before. And because it didn't happen before, you were protected. This is what we see with the cross here, with this combination. Anyway, we need to see that we move in the right direction here. Here we see also that if we have certain principles, we need to see if we apply these principles. Mostly with this combination, we apply certain principles here. It's possible also that we leave certain principles behind us. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we will decide what we carry with us and what we let go. Then we're gonna go mirroring the cards. We're gonna mirror the person card with the anchor here. The man and the anchor, it points, this is probably on yourself. Here this points that you yourself, man or woman, because we do a general reading here. So here we see that this is a person where we can depend on. It could also be our partner. For instance, this is a person that we can depend on. We can trust this person. This person is solid. He's not easy to move idea. He sticks to certain ideas here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes this points also stubbornly hold on to certain ideas and unable to deviate from what we are thinking here. And this is not always a bad thing to do, especially because we have the sun here, and the sun is a very positive card to have here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this person has a lot of abilities, but probably you just see him as an ordinary person, or you are seen as an ordinary, but this points to a person who has a lot of ability here. Anyway, then we're gonna mirror the bottom cards. We're gonna mirror the sit with the house. The sit and the house, it points that in our home place, the place where we live, our workplace. The home represents the place where we work, the place where we live, sometimes our body. Here we see that suddenly things are changing regarding those one of these things, but most likely it's related to family or to our work. Here we see there is some changes here that coming there. So you will receive news suddenly, because the rider is there. You will suddenly receive direct news. The news will directly come to you from those changes. It will not be a news that will be lingering on. You will immediately receive it, and probably a decision is need to be made about the news that you are that you are about to receive. It's like we cannot wait with certain decisions for 1 month. We need to decide immediately here. This is like a strict military decision here with this combination. We need to take it immediately. It's possible also if we live at a certain place that for certain reasons we terminate the place where we live. We terminate a lease contract, for instance, and we move. Maybe there was an argument or something about certain things here, and we move on from the place that we are living. Also, it's possible that you leave this place. Maybe there is certain damage to the house and you are unable to stay there and you need to suddenly move. This is what we see here also. Anyway, coming back to the upper line here, we have the sun and the man and the sun here. Here we see with this combination, this points to a very positive, stable person, as we saw already. This person is possibly also popular among the people around us. He's seen like a stable person that you can rely on. Also on his work front, he has quite charisma here, a charismatic person. Also, mostly this person behaves happy, optimistic. I would say almost like Aries. Aries is in general an optimistic sign, vibrant sign here. This is what we are seeing here. And slowly this man is warming up to a certain idea, to a certain form of stability. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, if this is a person that is close to you and you would be a potential partner or a partner, you as a woman, you could become aware that this person is actually closer to you than you think. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, it points also that we have fun with a certain partner, that we have enjoyment here, because the sun is also a very energetic cards, and you can put that in any context on the physical front or also on the amusement front here. There's a lot of stability here. Sometimes this points also to a stable partner and interaction with a stable partner as well, on the relaxing front as on other fronts here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, sometimes this points also that we take a trip ourselves to a place that is familiar to us. With the anchor, it's familiar, but we will see later about the travel, because there's more travel coming up here. Then we have the sun and the anchor. Here, the anchor is actually, the sun is a very positive card. It protects us. It's positive, and it's mostly the answer is yes here. So here we find a pleasure in our safety and our stability. Mostly this points to success on the work floor. We feel connected to our own success, to our own happiness, but probably we need to do a lot of efforts for our work. We need to put a lot of energy if we want to achieve certain goals. If we would spend a day of this, is mostly or several days of this, points to some days of at the beach area that we are seeing here. Anyway, we want to have some enjoyment in the short run here. This is what we are seeing with this combination. This is a very positive vacation that we are about to undertake, maybe with a certain partner. Then we go in the second horizontal line. Here we have the letter, the cross, and the ship. Here it's like we are reflecting about something, and something is overcoming us. It's like we are receiving very important news. This is a message, but it's not an email. This is a substantial message with important. Sometimes this is like a deed, a bond, anything that you can transfer in money. For instance, a degree, you can transfer that in money. Why? Because you can find a job with it. So this is an important document. The cross is heavy. So this means a heavy document is coming to you, an important document, a document that could change the course of your life. So here, this is a very important document that comes to us. Sometimes for some people in this group, it will not apply on everybody. Sometimes this points also to somebody that has passed away, like an arbitrary here that we are seeing here, because we have the sit here under the man. So it's possible that somebody who was once close to us maybe a parent, maybe a family member is passed over, and this would be the notice from the passing away. This could be here, but probably it will have a certain effect on you. We could have mourning here because this person has passed away or has passed over. This is what we are seeing here. The message could be quite painful for us. This is what we are seeing, but it will not apply for everybody. It could also be a message related to travel here that we are seeing here. It's possible also if we talk, the way we communicate is quite, for now, is quite hard, quite direct to the point. This is what we are seeing here. It's like we want to get things on the move, and it's like this and it's like that, and not in another way. We are quite direct and quite clear about our communication here. It's possible we communicate quite directly about certain matters because we are put under pressure. This is what we are seeing here because of responsibilities that we are having. It's possible also that we experience a certain suffering on the work floor. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Anyway, then we have the cross and the ship here. If this is a person that is passed over, then we see here he's on his travel to the other side, to the other house. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, here we see this, there's we ourselves, if we are planning a trip, this is a planned trip, but this is a structured trip. This is something more far away. This is a far away trip, not something around the corner, not like 1 hour we go to the beach. This is a far away trip here. This is probably an important trip. It could be a business trip that we are seeing here. These are positive cards, but not easy cards. The cross is a heavy card. So it's a trip that is destined to be, but something is difficult about it. But it doesn't mean it's not solvable. It is. But of course, if we start something new, it comes with burdens, it comes with responsibilities. So this is what we are seeing here. We are undertaking a trip for business, but it comes with responsibility. Sometimes the house is an independent business, so it's possible you undertake a business trip with the intention for starting something of yourself. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. You explore certain possibilities, maybe ideologies, excuse me. It's possible also that you connect this trip to your spirituality, not only for business, but maybe the place where you're traveling also, it's in some way related to your religion, to your spirituality, whatever it may be. Here we see this combination. You could, for instance, go to an ashram, to a church, to a mosque, whatever your religion is here, and that you travel with a certain reason also, not only for business. Anyway, this points also to spiritual traditions. Maybe you are considering for getting more deeper in certain religions or excuse me, or spiritualities that are not yours. This could point also to a pilgrimage or a religious journey that we are saying here. Sometimes also this could point that if we are undertaking this trip, it could be for a very long time. For some people, if this is planned out, it's possible that they leave forever. But I don't have actually the tower here, but these are a lot of here. These are all moving cards. So it's possible here that you are planning this on the longer run for getting a foothold in abroad. This is possible, but it's something that is in the beginning stage here. We are acquiring information here about it. We are planning to make a change. We are exploring how far we can take it. It's like we go where our fate is taking us. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, if you are traveling, this trip that you are about to undertake, you will be confronted with foreign ideologies, ideas also, the ideology behind a certain religion here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Then we go in the third horizontal line, we have the sit, the rider, and the house here. The sit and the rider here, this is sudden news that we are getting in our mailbox here. It could be a message related to a house, as I said, a certain move here. It's possible also that actually a messenger brings you this house. Sometimes it's literally the messenger comes to our house with sudden news here, and this news is suddenly there, and we have no we cannot do nothing but accepting it. There's no choice here. We need to accept this news. This news is literally pushed up on, given on to us here, and we have no choice but accepting. Then we have the rider and the house in itself here. It's possible also we visit somebody in their home for a certain purpose. And related to our own house, it's possible that we are thinking or we are considering that we are redecorating or cleaning up our house. This is what we are seeing, or like a kind of refreshing of our house. It could be the annual cleanup also. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, it could also mean that we deliver, a package is delivered at our home. Anyway, this could also point that there is progress in the future here. If you are planning to move to another location, it's possible that even if you're not really looking, it's offered to you. Somebody comes to your house and they tell you, you were not looking for a house because I heard about this, maybe a neighbor, maybe somebody in the surroundings, and they offer you a house and it's not yet on the market. This is what we are seeing here, and this could be for rent or for buying. This is what we are seeing here. Something is announced here related to a house. Anyway, this could also be that a person that we know well is visiting us in our house here. Some family members also come to our house. This is what we are seeing. Then we go in the vertical lines. We have the man, the letter, and the sit here. The man and the letter here. We are receiving news from a certain person here. This is news about an ending. We already saw this earlier, or this is the final message. This could also point to a person who writes a lot. Maybe this is a blogger, a person who puts a lot on the internet. Anyway, this points to a very good communicator. Sometimes these are writers, bloggers, whatever here, or a communicative person that we are seeing here. There's a lot of communication going on, or you communicate a lot with a certain person. Sometimes this can point to a journalist, a radio host, anything that has to do with communication. Then we have the letter and the sit here. Here we receive important news. This is breaking news for us, literally, that we are receiving here, and this message could really have an impact on us as a person here with this combination. Anyway, here we see that this news is about we end something. We end something in a certain way. And we need to make quick decisions here with this combination. Sometimes also, if you post things on the internet, be careful here with this combination, because sometimes if we post things on the internet, picture or information, we cannot get it off, and that it don't bring you a problem if you post something on the internet. So be careful if you post things on the internet. Anyway, here we see also again here that we probably clean up maybe our house here. If there were certain arguments with a certain person, we will make an end to it. You have enough of it. You will say this is enough. We wrap it up. Communication. This is finished. We don't continue like this. We don't continue this. For some people, it will not apply on all. This could point to a resignation letter. So we decide to move on from there. And this could be a quick decision, maybe for certain reasons, maybe it's destined to be, but just see that you make your plans. Don't overhaste certain decisions. If you make this decision, be sure that you are stable here, because this could be a quick decision. Don't overhaste with this combination. Anyway, it's possible also that you receive a message here from that a conclusion has been made. You are informed of certain news related to a certain person. This is what we are seeing here. For some people here, but I don't see actually other cards here that confirm that. It could be like a notice from court, maybe divorce papers, official papers, what we are seeing here with this combination. But of course, this is only for a minor group that we are seeing this. Then we have the sun, the cross, and the rider. The sun and the cross here, here we find our fade back. Maybe there's a little bit of difficult period going on there. And here we find our fade back. We become again optimistic. The sun is a very positive card. And here we see that we we find our faith back, we find joy. We have certain responsibilities and we have chosen for these responsibilities and we will accept them with a certain joy. This is what, because we chose for them. Maybe this is related to a house that we are about to buy, or a moving, or something, a next step in our life. But anyway, we accept the responsibilities for us. We know that success will not be easy, but we will go for it because we know we find happiness in this responsibility that we are taking here. Anyway, it's possible also that a lot comes to you, a lot of problems come to you, and you think, okay, I accept because I know it leads me somewhere. This is what we are seeing here also. Anyway, a certain suffering for achieving your goals, and you will accept. You will say, okay, this is the price, I will pay the price, but later on I will cash in. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. There's a kind of pressure here also on us. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also, if we are traveling, here, this is about budgeting. If you are to undertake a certain trip, be careful with your budget, because it's possible afterwards you have regrets that you have spent so much. So here we need to be careful also with this combination. Anyway, it's possible that for now, for the time being, even though we are successful, we want to achieve more, and we cannot fully exploit all our abilities that we have. Sometimes with the cross, as I said in the beginning, it's not yet the right time, but with the sun there, it will come, because this is a very good combination on the long run here. This is what we are seeing here. We're getting more energy. And as we know, Aries is a very energetic sign. It has a lot of power, energy, inner strength here, and things will literally get on the move here with this card here. Aries can put literally things on the move that take for other signs an eternity, but for Aries in general, it don't take an eternity. So here the energy level come back as it was before. Then we have the cross and the rider on itself. Here we see that we are evaluating the news that we are receiving, and we bend this in a positive way, even though the message is not easy. We accept here. This is what we are seeing here. There could be a temporary difficulty, but here we see that we will move on from it. It's like we see the message that we are receiving, the painful message, in a different context. We see it with prospects. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Sometimes this combination also points, if we are considering another vehicle, that we are taking a test drive with a certain vehicle. This is what we are seeing also with this combination. Anyway, also sometimes we test our own psychological abilities. How far are we going to go? How much suffering we can carry? It's like we do a self-test here. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we are going in the third vertical line. We have the anchor, the ship, and the house. The anchor and the ship here, this points, as I said, to long distance travel. Maybe you take some insurances also for travel here. This is a very safe journey. You see that that it's all packed in, that's everything included, and you don't have trouble to the place where you are traveling. You don't want any troubles there. You want the things that are safe. They are safe. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, also on another front, this points that we are not yet arrived in our end stability. We are still in the process for getting more stable. This is what we are seeing here also. Maybe during the trip, there are certain regulations, restrictions here that we cannot cross. Maybe this is because of the viruses that are around us, it's possible, but certain restrictions here are applied on us. Here, this is what we are seeing with this combination. Sometimes with this combination, it's that we are making plans on the long run, but not yet, for having a foothold abroad. Maybe you're considering that, but maybe all the ingredients are not yet there. It's like you're missing something here. You're still on the journey for getting there. So here, this is possible that on the long run, you would be leaving here the place where you stay for now. It's possible that this is in your mind. It's possible that you cling to certain things out of the past, and this avoids you for moving on. And maybe you need to settle your mind. It's heavy on you for taking the next step. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Maybe the trip that you are about to undertake is the exploration for the next step. You first want to see what is in the pot before you eat. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, it points also for our job that probably we move a lot. This is then on the job front. We probably need to rather move around, or we move around, or there's moving in our work here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, there's a very strong focus here. If you will be there in abroad, there will be a strong focus on the future. Sometimes Aries is a sign very focused on the future, on the horizon. And we see the sun here in the horizon. So here, this person here, sometimes Aries can live in the future and he don't live in the day. This is what we are seeing here. There's a very strong focus on what can be. This is what we are seeing, because this is the ship makes us long, very strong longing for something. But here the longing is also for getting more stable in life. Then we have the ship and the house. It's possible that you consider a new house, another house here, and we are literally landing, moving there. The ship arrives, literally our ship arrives here. As I said, it's possible that this is in abroad. The ship often points to a place in abroad, and that this would make that a trip that is destined to stay. We would stay there for a very long time, maybe never return. It doesn't mean that we break up all the bridges, but here it would be a leaving for a very long time. Aries is also an adventurer, so here we see the adventure here. The horizon is calling here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this points to a complete change of lifestyle, moving to other countries. You need to be aware that this has certain implications. You need to get used to the culture in abroad, to how people react, because other countries have other habits. So we need to be able to adjust there. So this will have a certain impact. Reflect wisely about that also. Anyway, here we see also we need to take considerable time with the anchor, especially before we take this step. No rush is here implemented. Anyway, it's possible here, as I said, that you are thinking about making investments in a house or in a house abroad. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, here we see that we leave home to another place here. We are a lot on the move. We like to travel for our stability also. Then we go on the cross. We have the man, the cross, and house. I just see if I can add something here. Here it means that we are guided, or we are a guide from other people, for that other people can arrive at their destination, or we are guided for reaching our destination. It's possible that somebody guides you in a certain direction. Maybe somebody will help you for get there, or you need the help for somebody for executing your plan. It's possible that you could not execute certain things without the help of somebody else. So here, maybe we need to apply help of somebody, maybe from a foreigner who helps us in abroad for adjustments. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, also this points to a very responsible person, but we already saw that. Then we have the cross and the house. If we are about to move to another location, we will see that this is the right house. Or we travel in abroad and we think, my God, this is it. This is where I want to live. This is what we see here also with this combination. So this could be like the plan making here that we see here again with this combination. But it's like something is holding ourselves back in the place where we are now. Maybe we don't have enough trust. Maybe we are a little bit worried. This is what we are seeing here. We might feel stable in the place where we are also, but there's a strong calling here. There's a strong calling here that we are seeing here. Maybe it's about the connection to the family. Maybe that will bring some changes. If you move in abroad, of course, this brings changes related to the family. Maybe you have certain responsibilities to certain family members or people that are close to you. And of course, if we have these responsibilities, we will need to keep these responsibilities that we have taken before. That's might be why the cross is there. But then we have the anchor, the cross, and the sit. I just see if I can add something here. We already saw the responsibilities. We need to move on from an unpleasant situation that we might be maneuvered in. We will need to keep to a certain structure. But if you have certain problems, the problems that you are encountering now, later on, they will prove to be valuable. You will take a valuable lesson also out of it. If you are later confronted with similar problems, you will already have experienced them now. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, also sometimes here this points that we find a lot of stability or strength in our faith, in our religion, the community that we are connected to, related to spirituality or religion here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we will continue our journey on our path here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the cross and the sit. The cross and the sit here, we already saw this, that there's a certain thing coming to us here. It's possible if you have some things that you need to finish up, that they are not easy. Maybe you need to make certain decisions, and these decisions are painful. It could be in certain areas of your life. Maybe it's regarding this news, and we need to make the decision, and we know we have no choice, but this choice is quite painful. Not physically, but there's a pain, a sharp pain connected to it, maybe a sharp emotional pain here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. So Aries for the air group, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this Lenormand card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other three that are connected here. If you are interested in specific financial card readings, we do the philosophical financial card readings, or if you are interested in specific love card readings, we do also short love card readings. They are all available on my channel. Anyway, thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Bye bye for now. Thank you. Hello Aries, and welcome to the Stone group or the Earth group for your Lenormand card reading for December 2021. As the first card here on your portrait, we see the bear. The bear means somebody who is in charge. Maybe you already have a certain leader position in your work or in your field that you're active in. It also points that we should use our leader abilities here towards other people. Sometimes also it tells us that we need to be helpful to others, that we need to try to help others, support others, especially with the dog here. We need to support others here. Anyway, it's possible also that we need to be careful in the way we execute our authority, because else with the bear is a very strong animal, and sometimes others could perceive us as too dominant. With the bear, we need to be careful because it's a very strong animal. So we need to be careful here that we are not too powerful, that we are not intimidating others without that it's actually our plan. This is what we are seeing here. We should not overimpose ourselves here with this combination. Then we have the birds in the middle. The birds is a communicative card. So it means that we probably need to communicate a lot in our work and in our field of work. Maybe we need to communicate authority. Maybe we need to give certain orders, regulations that need to be followed. This is what we are seeing here. And here it tells us we need to work proactive. If we know that some changes are coming, we need to prepare ourselves and the other people for these changes, because the house is rules and regulations. So it's possible that some rules and regulations that you need to inform your people for these changes. And it's like here, it tells us that we slowly need to bring them in the mood for these changes. So we cannot be abrupt here. We need to proactively work towards these changes here, especially with the moon there. Anyway, there's a lot also social gatherings, social meetings. There's a lot of talking going around. This could be a workplace where there's a lot of stress going on, nervosity. Things are moving there. We have the rider here and the birds, and these two are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is all about moving. So there's a lot of movement going around, probably in the place or around us here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that we always need to talk, and sometimes we wish we don't need to talk all the time. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Anyway, it's important also, if certain events come at us, that we don't act or react choleric, because the bear can be quite choleric. Sometimes we need to keep our calm here with this combination. We cannot overreact here about certain tensions, about certain stress. So we need to keep ourselves under control here with this combination. Then we're going to mirror the cards. We're going to mirror the bear and the dog. We're going to mirror them towards each other. This points to a friend of yours. This could be a friend, but it could also be colleagues of you, people who you control. But mostly here, this is about friends. This is we are going out, and these are our friends here. This is somebody we can rely on. We know this person mostly already quite a while. Here we see here, and even though we are in the leader position, this is a friend probably out of the work, somebody who comes to our home. And here we see that we can rely on this person for advice if we have certain issues. Maybe this person is an independent, or he has an independent business, or he has certain rules and regulations. He might be quite strict here. This is what we are seeing here. And he gives you advice sometimes, even though you're already in a higher position, or you are the one asking him for advice. Sometimes this also points to our relationship with our brothers and sisters. We meet in public here with brothers and sisters here also. It's possible also that our brother or our sister is working with us or under us. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, the bear is about finances. Maybe you need to orchestrate some finances, public finances. For some people, this points to Ministry of Finances. We are handling money. We are responsible for money. We are talking a lot about money. Sometimes if this is our work, it could point to a bank institution, a money institution working with money. We could have our own business ourselves, and this would be our staff. So everything I said before applies also in the same way. Anyway, we could be a financial trainer for people learning how to handle money, or for instance, for learning people how to react in the bank sector. It's like you learn people sudden things that they need to apply later in public. This is what we are seeing here. This is like a personal trainer, or you train somebody. Mostly this is also somebody who eats or who takes care of what he eats here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, you can count on some people here. There's accumulating support here towards you. This is what we are seeing here, but you are somebody in charge here. Also, the people are in general with this combination, they are loyal to you. If you have a team, sometimes this points to a team. They are very loyal and devoted to you, but we cannot be too submissive with combination. We need to keep in certain rules and regulations ourselves here. Anyway, it's possible also that the people always need to ask you permission, but it's possible also that you yourself, for certain actions, you need to ask permission, because the house rules. You need to ask certain permissions also for on your boss, then because the one who is in charge over you. Then we're going to mirror the bottom cards, the fox and the rider. Here we see the confirmation what we see before. It's possible also with this combination that we are thinking or considering a job change. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe some news is coming to us, and this job is offered to us. Maybe we didn't really look for it, but it's offered to us, because here the moon sometimes is an offer or comes to us. People know us, they know that we are in that position, and the job is offered to us. Why? Because we have certain expertise in our job, and the people know that we are in that field of work. So it's actually possible that you are offered the job, especially with the moon. It just comes to you. Anyway, here we need to see here also that we are careful with this news. We need to act discreetly. We cannot shout this around here. We need to. The fox is a card that that is smart. It keeps things to himself. We need to act here in our self-interest. We cannot shout this around if we have a job offer here with this combination. Anyway, here we it's possible also with this combination that if you have a lot of stress on your work, you try to defend yourself against this stress that is always coming to you here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But here we need to rely on ourselves in communication or whatever it is that we are doing. It's possible that you have somebody there. This could also point to a partner or a co-worker that is very close to you for working against. This points to a woman here in this case, that is no matter your gender, a woman that is close to you for work. On the relationship, I am gonna say this immediately here. If you have a certain relationship with the fox, sometimes it points that one of both partners is half-hearted in the relationship. I don't see anything out of the relationship here, but sometimes it points that one of both partners is not totally with the heart committed anymore. There's some changes in the relationship here that are occurring. This is what we are seeing here. Possibly we are thinking already about it, or maybe we talked about it a lot. Maybe we're thinking about getting free again, or some changes are coming up here with this combination. Then we're gonna see later where it is bring us. We have the bear and garden here. Now we're going to do the horizontal lines. Here we see that our social status is important for us. There are important meetings here to come. Probably we meet with a person that is higher placed, and we need to communicate this information later on to the people who work for us. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, it points also that we are quite popular among our staff. Probably also we go out with the people that we work with. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also that if you go out, that your boss, the one in charge, is joining these this event, or he's invited there also. This is what, or you are the one inviting them also. So it's like all the colleagues and also the people who are in charge are there. This could mean that, for instance, this is a meeting and the CEO of the business is there also. Mostly this points to the manager of the managers, not the big CEO. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, it's possible also with this combination that you have some arguments with some people in charge. It's like we're rubbing shoulders here a little bit here. We state our opinion here and we are strong probably and dominant, and or we behave that way. It's possible inside we are not actually like that, but we need to act strong here and dominant here with this combination. Sometimes this points also to a very large network circle. This could be our customers. So it means that we are always in communication with our customers or with, and also with the people around us. This is a very strong combination for that. Then we have the dog and the garden here. The dog and the garden, these are two cards that are ruled by Uranus. So this is about working together with others, with friends, going out together with friends, meeting up with colleagues, meeting up with colleagues in our spare time. This is what we are seeing here, a supportive group that we are meeting. There's a meetup here, a lot of people who are coming around here and are acting around you here. It's possible also that you meet in a public place where there's a lot of animals around, and you do that in a group. You decide to meet in a group in a place where there's a lot of animals. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, also we see here there's the community support us here, but we mentioned that already. Then we have the moon, the birds, and the house. The moon and the birds here, that it is that we are probably under stress and we are more emotional because we have there from our work. There is put pressure on us and we get emotional because of that, but we try to hide it. But it's like inside we feel the pressure building up. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible in the night we are more restless. Maybe sometimes we have difficulties to sleep, and actually we need to force ourselves to sleep, or it's difficult to sleep. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible in the night that we are restless also if we are sleeping, because there's a lot of stress here with this combination. It's possible also that you try to do some relaxing therapy. Maybe you find something for relaxing ourselves, because the moon works sometimes. It's like we need to relax our body and our mind here, and maybe we try to find something out of the work for relaxing us, or we do some relaxing therapy, meditation, whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you meditate in the evening. This is what we are seeing. Or if we have too much stress, this could be a good step here for finding our rest back and for finding the sleep back in the evening, because of course we need to sleep if we have a lot of stress here. Anyway, then we have the birds and the house. Some news is coming to you, important news is coming to you. This is what we are seeing here. This is probably news that is announced from everybody. It's news who comes from higher up. This is what we are seeing here. Probably in our home environment where we are living, because we are so busy, we actually live in a chaotic environment. This is what we are seeing here. And the house, maybe we should make clean ship in our house here, but we are very busy with our work. This might be the problem here. Maybe we are very organized at the work, but at home, it's like we need to literally pull ourselves together here for putting our house and in orders, rules and regulations here. It's a little bit difficult, and it probably depends on our mood. One day we feel up to it and we start cleaning, and the next day we are overwhelmed again because of the work and we cannot continue. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, it's possible also that here that we with our parents and grandparents, there's a lot of communication here with the relatives here, grandparent, parents here, a lot of communication here with them. Sometimes we see here also stressed communication with the parents here. Sometimes this can also point that we have noisy neighbors. This can be the problem also here, that that is bothering you, that you cannot sleep at night. Sometimes this points to noisy neighbors. Maybe you're thinking about moving out there on the long run because it's a noisy environment, or maybe the house is not what you expected, it's too noisy, or there's something wrong here with the house. It brings us like a kind of stress here. This is what we are seeing here maybe we are unhappy with this house. This is what we are seeing. If we still live in our parents' house, it could mean that we are not feeling comfortable there anymore, and somebody causes a stress in the parental home. This is then if you are still live at home. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also that you have an exclusive group for people where you talk, people who are on your level, and sometimes you have difficulties to communicate with others because they don't understand how your mind works. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, you want to communicate with people that are on your level. And maybe sometimes it's not easy to find somebody here who is on your level. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Also, this points that we are very strict about our privacy for the home. So we keep our home actually as private as we can here. It's possible also with this combination that we are having negotiations with on our work field, or that we are negotiating with our parents or with people around us. Maybe you're negotiating for a house move, or you are negotiating about a house here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this points to a person who is longing to save a haven, a safe home of itself. It's possible that some people in your home environment, they make you nervous, they make you stressed. Maybe there's somebody in the house that is over dominant, overbearing. This is what we see here sometimes also with this combination. It's like you're longing here to more peace in your life. You want to create peace for yourself, especially with the moon. The moon needs a peaceful environment. It also sometimes means that we need peace to work. We need a peaceful, and maybe it's not possible to work in a peaceful environment. It's like we need more quiet to work. Maybe we cannot concentrate and it gives us stress. This is possible also with this combination. Anyway, here you see probably you're longing for a house that actually where you have a good feeling, where you actually feel at home. It's like the house need to become like you are. This is like we need to feel one with the place where we are living here. Sometimes also we see people here with this combination who can relax themselves by singing, maybe mantras also. If you are in yoga here, this is what we are seeing here, that we are relaxing by certain vibrations because we have the birds and versus the voice. So here we could see that also with this combination. Anyway, you will probably ask yourself, how does this affect my work, the place where I'm living? You probably ask yourself, how does this affect my work? How does this affect the stress in my body? This is what we are seeing here. And why am I staying there? This is also, these are all questions that we are here seeing. Maybe you don't have enough structure. Maybe you want more structure, more quiet in the home environment here. It's like you cannot find peace here. You are unsettled here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we come in the third horizontal line. We have the fox. Excuse me, the fox, the woman, and the rider. The fox and the woman here, if there is a person in our surroundings, most likely this points to a person who has two-faced. As I said here, it could be a partner, it could be somebody in your work environment, and they have two faces. One day they are like this, and the next day they are like that, and you cannot get stability out of it anymore. So here, this is what we are seeing with this combination. This could also point in a positive way then that a lot of customers are on your way to you. It's like they're riding, the rider rides towards you for doing business here. Business is really coming to you here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, with this combination, if somebody in your environment gives you stress, or they are two-faced, or whatever it is, here we see that we need to take our time. We cannot overreact. The best idea is to keep calm, keep to certain rules, regulations, and to move if it's time. We need to move. Maybe we are obligated to keep certain rules up because we have no choice. But it doesn't mean we cannot make plans. And probably here, the birds in the middle, this is the proactivity. Probably you are preparing. You are preparing because it could be that there is an dominant figure in the house, and you are planning to move out there. This is what we are seeing here. But for business, this is a good combination. Customers are coming to you. You have a lot of experience. You are streetwise for business here. This is what we are seeing. Probably also you are suspicious due to experience. You are defensive also. You know how far to go, how to handle, how to act, how to react on customers. This is what we are seeing here. We see a smart person here who knows how to do business. The fox is a very smart card. It operates between dusk and dawn, so it balances things before it moves here. And we need to think also about ourselves in the process here. We cannot forget that we are also alive here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Then we have the woman and the rider. It's possible that you receive a message from a certain female person. This could be a colleague, this could be somebody close to you. And it's possible, if you are a man or a woman, that a woman comes into your life. This is what we are seeing here. If you are a man, a woman can into your life. If you are a woman, a man comes into your life. If you are both genders apply here. So whatever your gender is, a woman or a man here is coming to you. It's good. Sometimes this points to a possible or a potential new lover. But with the fox, we need to be careful. We need to look around us. If you are not yet in a relationship, it means that you are in the investigative stage. You're checking out if this person fits you. If you are already in a relationship, this means there's something going on. As I said earlier, the fox is half-hearted in the relationship. If this is a new relationship, you are checking out things. You're checking out if this person fits you. You're probably already more mature or more mature in relationship, you have experience, and you apply certain rules, regulations, things that need to fit you. The house need to fit you, but the person need to fit you also. You don't go in the relationship like a rush. You use your experience here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, this person, this woman brings a message to you. In general, this is a positive message. This could be a message that we are able to go on the move again. This is what we are seeing here. Also, this combination here is very good for customers. Here, that means that the customer comes to your business, or they come to you. This is very good for business here. You attract, literally, you attract the people by the way you talk, and you can do business with them. This is a very good combination for business, and here we see the same thing here. Some people around you contact you. They contact you for business. They communicate for business. It's very good here, this combination. Then we have the bear and the moon and the fox. The bear and the moon here, that it means that we are achieving a certain status in our work. We are respected in the field that we are working here. Some people also encourage us to continue our path because we are respected. We are good at our work. We are very creative here. The moon brings the creativity. What you have learned before, the moon reflects. So all that we have learned, all our experiences, we can reflect that. We can use that. Whatever job you are in, finance, art, whatever, the moon reflects what we have learned. So here we see this is a very good combination for executing our job here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that you come even without you're looking for it, that some important people are passing in your life shortly. This is what we are seeing here. You could be quite emotional also with this combination. This points to a lot of emotions here, a lot of emotions in the work, or your emotions are intertwined with your work. You are very emotional about your job. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, here we see also that we have experienced thoughts. The moon is also about psychology, and this points to a person who has a lot of psychological luggage, or he has experience in the psychological field. Mostly if you're a salesman, you build up street wisdom. This is what we see here, but it's also possible that you learn psychology in another way. There's many ways for learning. You could learn it yourself, like maybe you read a lot of books or whatever. Sometimes also this is autodidact. We educate ourselves through knowledge. This is what we are seeing here. The bear here, this is self and this is learning. So it's possible that we learn this ourselves. This is possible also. We learn psychology ourselves here, or due to experience here. This is what we are seeing here, but it's very good for the work here. Anyway, there's a lot of expansive thoughts here. We move forward here. Some emotions will dominate us. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that we dream for being more free again. The bear likes to be free also. He lives in a wide environment, and mostly he's alone. It doesn't mean that you're going to stay alone, but my point is here, he has a big territory and he needs freedom. Sometimes Aries needs freedom also. He likes to be free. He likes to roam around. And here we see that we need space for maneuvering. We need to be able to move. We need elbow room here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, it's possible also that we are a little bit moody. The moon makes moody. And sometimes we could be in certain states of mood. Sometimes we could be sad for certain reasons, or sometimes sadness is overcoming us. The mood is moody. It's like ebb and flat. It comes and it goes. Also on the work front and our creativity. One day, some days you will be all energy. Then some days you have less energy. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Then we have the moon and the fox. If certain job offers come to you and they are offered to you from people in charge, you should think wisely and not say immediately yes. This is a tricky combination here. Somebody could prepare something for you and it's not probably what you are looking for. So if you are okay in your job and you can handle it and the job is made to you, before you say yes, look around you, take your time before you move. Investigate, check it out, communicate with people exactly what it's about. Maybe there's a problem with rules and regulations, and maybe the rules and the regulations in this business are too flexible. Maybe they expect you to follow all the protocols. So be careful here. This is what I'm thinking here. So be careful here. Check it out before you take a job offer or something. Also, if you are in the artistic field and somebody asks you to create something, be careful, be suspicious about it. Here, this is what we are seeing here. For the creativity itself, in the creative area, this is very good. This is what we are seeing here. This points to like artists in general, they withdraw in themselves and they are creative when they are alone. So this is the bear is alone, the moon works in his mind, and this is the job. So you get the combination here. This is very good for being creative here. An artist cannot work in the bus station. Well, a musician can, but then he already learned the music. But here, if we create something original, sometimes we need peace, and this is what we see here with this combination. We see here also that if certain offers will be made to us, we will be cautious. We will tread very lightly, and we will think, this looks all very beautiful. This is what we are thinking, but this is what we see here. Here we see that we need to take care of ourselves. We need to be careful here with this combination. Sometimes also this could point to people. The bear is a teacher, and this could point to a person who has psychological professions, advising professions, advising people. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, then we go in the second vertical line. We have the garden and the birds. There's a lot of public communication here, public announcement here. Something is announced to you by a woman, some public news. Sometimes the garden is freedom. So here some news is coming to you and a woman announces you something that gives you more freedom. This is, or certain people announce you something that gives you more freedom. This is what we see here with this combination. In the business context here, if we have a business or if we are related to business, it points that we marketing our products more. We bring our work in public. Probably our work has also to do a lot with communication. These are communicative cards here. This is public and this is communication. So here we publicly announce messages. We spread information in public. This could also be like a radio announcer, and this could be your listeners here, or we do something in media here, but people are listening to you here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that for some reason you have a lot of female customers. This is what we are seeing here. It doesn't matter your gender. Also, if you are a man, it could be that you have a lot of female customers for some reasons here, or a lot of female contacts that are related to your business. In another way, this points also that we could, if we are still single, or we are not in a relationship, this points to a lot of contacts with people, with certain groups of people, but not only for, this could also mean sexual contacts. Several contacts, several partners here are contacted here that we are having here. This is what we see here with this combination. We meet several people here with this combination. There could be quite some action going on also, and also the emotions are involved, and there's a lot of energy going on here in this combination. But maybe this is restricted to a certain time limit, and there's like certain restrictions here, or maybe this person comes to your home. This is what we are seeing here, or you invite the people to your home. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that some people, we need to be careful, especially with the fox here, that some people are not talking behind your back. This is what we are seeing here. Be careful what you put on social media also here. Remember, if you put something on social media, it's there for always. Sometimes you cannot get it off anymore, so be careful what you share, especially with the fox there. Anyway, it's possible if you display something or if you inform something that people are noisy around you. You cannot find quiet. You try to be quiet and the people around you are not quiet. It's like you cannot find rest here with this combination. The birds are restless, they jump around. So here it's like this environment here, it's like people are jumping around, literally around you. This is what we are seeing here. And it's possible also that certain social events give you stress here. This is what we are seeing here. And also we need to be careful that people don't gossip about us in social media, or maybe they do. Here we see here that a person here is talking about us, maybe a person close to us, and they could be gossiping about us, or the person is very chattery. It's very talkative person here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Maybe this is a quite dominant person also, maybe also a person with management abilities. Maybe this is a person close to you. Anyway, as I said here, this points to possibilities with several partners, that this is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that you yourself, you're making plans. It's like you're brooding on something here. This is what we are seeing here. You're restless, maybe for taking the next step. Then we are gonna go for the third vertical line. We have the dog, the house, and the rider. The dog and the house is, these are customers are coming to you. That's the first thing I'm seeing here. It's possible also that your brothers or sisters or siblings are coming to your house, or you get information from them, people coming to your house. It's possible also that you consider for taking a pet in your house. This is what we are seeing here, or a friend offers you a pet. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, there's a lot of devotion or a certain connection here with the family, and also we receive. Sometimes maybe this can point also to that the family that we are having, they are quite intrusive. Sometimes maybe they come unannounced, and if we are already stressed in our work, sometimes this could be maybe a less nice thing here. Maybe the family, they pop up in unexpectedly, and you are already tired, or it's not the right moment for you. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Doesn't mean you don't have traditions, you don't respect your family, but some things need to happen at the right time. And as I said here, this can point to a new dog or a new pet here, a cat, whatever that is that you want here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, the thing is moving around. Anyway, we see here also that we could consider for going on the road for another house. Maybe some opportunities are finally offered to us, because these are cards of freedom. The dog is ruled by Uranus, and the garden also. So if we see it like this, like in a chess move, here we see that that things could get on the move for us for moving house. Or maybe we are considering that maybe this is about the dominant figure there in the house here, that we are moving, that we are taking this step. It's possible that you feel the underdog there. This is what these words are. These words mean. Anyway, we need to obey certain rules maybe, and maybe we are tired about these rules and we want to make our steps. We want to have more privacy. Then we have the home and the rider on itself, our house and the rider here. There's a lot of activity in the house going on, a lot of movement, a lot of talking. We are taking a lot of action, or we are about to. Somebody is visiting, something arriving in the house, a package of that is important to us, that might give us freedom, is arriving in the house, or news that is important to us is coming to us. It's possible that we need to, for going out, we need to follow a certain protocol for getting on the move. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this is good news, but we need to follow certain rules here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also this points that people invade in our privacy too much here, but we saw this already. With this combination also, sometimes we make certain plans, but we need to change our plans. Here the house is plans, structural plans. We are thinking, we are preparing for these plans, but we need to adjust to the plans, because the birds are flexible, and the rider, he rides and he can go in any direction. So sometimes here we need to change direction. It's possible also that some family members or people who are close to you, they are quite pushy here. This is what we see here also. Then we have the bear, the birds and the rider. I just see if I can add something here. Important communication. This sometimes also that there is communication or gossip about the mother. Here, some people talking about the mother, or some news is coming to us from our mother. This could be from the place where we lived before. Maybe we are no longer there, but here this is news that we are receiving from a mother, somebody in charge, sometimes also a father, but in general it's some mother that we are receiving news from here with this combination. This is a public announcement here that we are receiving here. We also, this gives us strength for negotiation here. We need to, the bear is strong, and the birds are very communicative. They are very strong in communication. So these are two strong cards for communication. So here, this points to a person who has negotiable talents, or talents about negotiation for getting things on the move. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we could also have communication about or with our mother or with our boss here. There could also be money involved. Something with money here also is considered here. Conversations about money here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that this person, their mind is distracted. They cannot focus too much anymore. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, here it's like there's a, the power is fluctuating. It's like here there could be loss of power for somebody, and somebody else gets the power. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, if something is coming to you, see that you are prepared for that, because sometimes we get unpleasant structural news. So be prepared if it's related to family, but I think you already know something is on its way. Anyway, there are visitors here also. We talk with visitors, people who are visiting us. This is what we are seeing here also. I just see in the other cross, if I can add something, we have the dog, the birds, and the fox, the dog and the birds here. We are communicating a lot with friends here. Maybe we're talking about our job also with close friends here. This is what we are seeing here. These are communications about the job here that we are having. We have communication here about job or about our relationships here. This is what we are seeing here. There's some people who around us here who are nervous, who are stressed in their work. This is what we are seeing here. It's like here we have a person close to us who has worries about something here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, there's a lot of contact here with social media here. This is, we saw this here already. It's possible here also, if we have a partner, we need to follow this partner because we have no choice. But this is a temporary situation here, what we are seeing here. It's possible here also that there is a day trip coming, like a day out here that you are about to take. Anyway, we need to be careful here for not being confronted with overbearing or destructive communication. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the birds and the fox. Here we see that we need to be careful with this combination, for that if information comes to us about the work, about relationship, that there are no lies told to us or incorrect information. So be careful here, because this we need to stay alert. Some people might try to trick us in certain situations. So be careful if you are confronted with certain people. You think they follow you, but I think here with this combination, they have their own agenda. So be careful here, because these people could be sly. So be careful here. It's possible also that we need to negotiate about certain things, and we will come out on top because we are experienced here already. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, again, here we see that we need to be very careful what we need to put on social media. When it's the right time with this combination, you need to wait. And if people mean you harm or they are harmful to you, you keep quiet. you follow the rules, the regulation, and when it's your time, you apply. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. This points also to a person with this combination who has a very good voice for communicating. This people like the way you talk, the way you communicate. Probably you communicate quite directly, and people also, there are feelings involved in what you are saying. So this is what we are seeing here, and the people see you as intelligent, smart, and advanced here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. If there are chess games played with you, you will see right through it. If people try to play with you, you will see it's coming. You need to trust your feeling here. This is very important. This points also to people who have a very good sense for working in the investigative sector, like police officers, researchers, psychological research. This is what we see here with this combination. These people are very good for this kind of work. Anyway, there could be a slow chess game here going on between lovers, but eventually this will lead to liberty and moving on from rules that are applied. Now, if you are working with a lot of documents in your work, or a lot of documents are passing in your office or in your desk, be careful here for not to be confronted with very refined forgeries. So be careful of that here. If you're responsible for documents and you need to approve them, double, triple check the documents here, because you could be confronted here with some forgeries. Also, if you have certain paths that you want to follow, don't let others influence you for your path. Go your own way, whatever. If there's somebody there overbearing in your surroundings, go your own way, follow your intuition. You need, for Aries, you need to trust his intuition. You need to follow your inner child here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, also what we see here also, you need to eat healthy, take care of your body here. You will need your body later on here. Eat healthy, don't eat too much fats or whatever it is. Try to keep a balanced life here, especially on the food here. For people here, some people also, we need to be careful here that we don't distrust certain people and some things are not taken from us, because sometimes if you live in abroad, for instance, this could be that we need to watch out for insects like a snake or a scorpion or something like that here. But if you live in more quiet areas here, sometimes we need to be careful that that we are not confronted with thieves or somebody take something from us that actually belongs to us. So Aries, for the Stone Group, this is all. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this Lenormand reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit your role, please check the other three that are connected here. If you are interested in specific love card readings, I do short love card readings. You can find them on my channel. And we do also short financial card readings. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Hello Aries, and welcome to the Matches or the Fire group for your Lenormand card reading for December 2021. As the first card here, we see the stork. The stork is a bird of changes, so it means some changes are upon us, possibly big changes here. This is what we are seeing here. There's a lot of activity and moving going on here with this card on our person here. Here also, probably we need to take some initiatives for getting things on the move here. This is what we are seeing here. If we don't use all the abilities that we are having, we are urged here with this card on our person to do so. Maybe we need to start something new here. This is what we are seeing since we have the child there. Anyway, if we have been holding ourselves back before, you should not anymore. You should really take a step here and take all lid off here, as we say here. You need to move forward here with this combination here. And we should possibly, this has to do with freedom. Maybe we want to more freedom because we have the stars and the garden here. Probably this is connected to more freedom. If we are like if we were in a form of confinement restrictions here, we should break those restrictions and we should move to the next stage. It's maybe time for something new. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Then we're going to mirror the cards. We're going to mirror the corner cards here. oh wait, I just gonna mention the garden here in the middle. The garden here, it's possible you yourself, for some reason, you are in the middle of the attention of things. For some reason, people cling to you, or they connect to you, because we have the ring there, and for some reason you are in the middle of attention here. You do this in a quite balanced way, and people are listening to you in general here, and it is like your mind is very strong focused in some areas of your life. Maybe it's very strong focus on your work that we see here, because we have the moon here also. Maybe something new on your work is going on there also, and there seems to be a very strong focus on that one. And it seems that you attract people, possibly like-minded people, or people the way people that like the way your mind works. This is what we are seeing here. We just probably also with the child here, probably we say in a very simple way, and people are easy to understand what we mean, even though our thoughts might be complicated. It's like we put the words in a simple way and everybody understands. Anyway, coming back here to the stork and the mice, the corner cards here. Here we see that probably something that was important for us before, we let go of that. There's some probably some losses that we are having, or we're losing something. We are disappointed by something. Since we have the ring in the middle, the ring is about relationships or contracts. It's possible that we let go of a contract, or we let or a contract, things are not respected in a contract here. This is what we are seeing here. These changes, it's possible that we are undergoing these changes on regular basis. It's not the first time this has happened, changes in the relationship. It's things are always coming back and they're moving it. And we keep the bridge, and then the bridge is closed. It's like it's always coming back. It's like you're in a cycle here, because these are two cyclic cards. The stork is a migrating bird, but he come back, and the ring is round. So here some situations are always coming back, probably related to the relationship. Anyway, here we see that we have some changes upon us here. Possible also with the mice, we have some stress. The mice also point to problems. If there are small problems that need to be solved, especially in the relationship, we need to attend them. If we don't attend the mouse, one mice become 5, 5 becomes 20. You get the point here. So if you have certain problems in the relationship, you need to attend them, or you need to be aware that they are there and they could be multiplying. Anyway, also we need to, here we see that the relationship that we are in might not be from the healthy kind. Maybe we are not fitting this person, or this person don't fit us, or we don't fit each other. It's like here there's something about this relationship that is unhealthy here, what we are seeing here. It's like also the relationship is dwindling. It's like slowing going out here, this relationship. It's like slowly disappearing. The mice, they tend to nibble on things. Still there is nothing left. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, here we see also that this is a downward spiral, so there is no up going here with this combination. Anyway, this situation always returns. Sometimes also for some people, if they had mice or vermin before, it points that the vermin is very persistent and it's returning. This is then the literal physical action that happens here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, don't expect any changes here, because the situation will stay stagnant and it will always occur and reoccur. Then we're gonna mirror the bottom cards here. We're gonna mirror the crossroads and the stars. If we go into a new direction of our life, if we make the choice to do so, new things will happen for us. But we will probably need to make some very serious changes the stork is a big bird. So if you've seen a stork, he's big, so it's big changes here. So if we choose a new direction, possibly now the crossroads, we are in front of crossroads. So we are deciding, am I going left, am I going right, or do I stay where I am? So if you change direction here, this is going to be a positive change. But we have the clouds in the middle, so it means we need to focus on it. If we focus, we can really materialize our target, what we are dreaming of, because the stars are our dreams. It's yes, it's positive, but here focus is required for achieving the goal here. We can execute if we stay focused here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination here. The clouds are the mind. It's also a psychological card, so we need to keep a focus on what we are doing. For some people here, this if I need to relate a profession to this, this is something to do with literally with the stars in the air, pilots, astronomers, astrologers, astrophysics, anything that is in the air here, and you need to keep a focus on it. Maybe you need to make a choice here about this. Sometimes it's also people who create maps for the road here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, you need to focus on your target, where you want to go here. And if you focus, you will achieve your goal. No new doors will go open for you here, because we have the child here. There is, if you make choices, you will see these are positive choices, but you need to focus on it, and you need to think about it before you make the step. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that you even surprise yourself. If you think long enough and you make the choice, you will surprise yourself. So this is what we are seeing here. We can achieve a lot if we focus on it. It's very important to focus here. Then we're gonna do the horizontal lines. We're gonna focus here now on the ring and the stork and the ring here. The stork and the ring here, that is a connection that we have with a certain person. As we are already said, this relationship is dwindling, and it means, as I said, the stork is the bird of change. So there are big changes coming up on the relationship field. Sometimes also on the work front, if we have a certain work, it's possible that there are changes going on there. We need to let something go for something else that comes in its place, because you are about to start something new here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, things will be going in a cyclic way. You already know this because it's close to you, because it's close to your person, because this is you, and you're ready for change. You're ready for the changes here. You're ready for commitments from a different kind. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that if you take this step, a short vacation is included. This is what we are seeing here with this combination here. Also, sometimes here, it's possible that people are making you promises to change, but I wouldn't be too confident about that, since we have the mice here. With the mice, mostly promises are broken. So here we see here this transformation that you are undergoing. It will be actually nothing new. It will be a big transformance, but you're already prepared for it. You already saw it coming. You know it's coming here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, then we have the ring and the mice. Here we see that the relationship, this is disillusionment in the relationship. If we have a work also, we could be a little bit disillusioned in our work, or there's a temporary, sometimes also in the work with the mice also, we see that there are temporary holds, like speed bumps. Maybe everything is not functioning as we want it to be, or for some reason we cannot execute our work. There is like a delay here. This is possible also with this combination. Anyway, on the relationship field, it means that things that we promised each other are not met. Promises are broken here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Mostly the advice is with this combination from the cards is that we slowly move on. The mice is not a rush card, but we should move on from this, because this is not a good combination. There is no health here in this relationship, or it has no future. And this mostly has very few future. But for the work, it's okay, but there will be temporary delays. Maybe you need to make adjustments in the work, or something is delayed in the work. And if you if you see what causes the delays, you can move on. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's something we need to move away from something here with this combination. It's possible also that something is sabotaging you. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe something is sabotaging you. It doesn't necessarily mean a person, but it's like something going bad. Maybe some thing you work with, it don't work, and your work is like sabotaged here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we need to make clean ship, and we need to move on. We need to move on here from the situation that is holding our back. Then we have the moon, the garden, and the child. The moon and the garden here, it points that we get an invitation. We get an invitation for a new start. Probably this is a new beginning for us that we are seeing here. We go into a meeting, or maybe we have a meetup in the evening, very late, or even at night. And at that time, something new is about to begin. We meet somebody or something. It could be related to the work. I know it's nothing to say for meeting somebody for work changes, but this is what we are seeing here. It's possible that you have a contact on the internet, and the interview is on for a work is in the night, because now we are everywhere with the internet. In 5 minutes, we are in 30 seconds, we are in the other side of the world. So here it's possible here that you do something here that has changes here, and this conversation might be night for the other person or for you. This is what we are seeing here. We have a public meeting for something new during nighttime or evening. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this points also that we have for groups or big groups of people, we have a lot of insights. And these are intuitive insights. So for instance, if we work with a big group, you know where this is going, or you have a very good sense what the public is wanting and where it's want to go. It's like you have deeper insights. So sometimes the moon, he can feel the trends that are coming. Like for instance, if you are an artist, you paint something and it's a hit after, or you make a song and it's a hit. This is what we are seeing here. It's like here you intuitively know what the people want, because the moon is the people and it's related to your work. So what you display, the people want. This is what we are seeing here. And this is a very good combination here for success and popularity. Also, it's very profitable for online. It's for gaining people. This points also that new people come to you. They like your new project or the way you approach the project. This is what we are seeing here. Also, this points that the work that we are doing or that we are involved in, the people are attracted to the way our mind works. It's like we're meeting kindred spirits here. People like what we do, what we create, how we work, how we function. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, you could have a profession that is related to emotions, to feelings, to art, to creativity, and it's something that you display in public. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. You yourself, it's possible that you take a walk and you rest in a public place. This is then something totally different here with this combination. Then we have the garden and the child. This is a new place, a new group that we come in contact with. If we have a child, it's that we are bringing our child to the daycare, but it will not apply on everybody. But for some, it can be, because this could be a newborn. That is then something totally different. I didn't saw that before. I just see this now. Here, this could be a newborn, and we bring it to the daycare. This is what we are seeing here also. Maybe there's a lot of emotion attached here, because maybe you work and you need to take distance from the child here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, coming back here to these two cards here, it's possible also that we, for some people, this could mean that they do public exercises, like you do Zumba in public, or you play football in public. This is what we are seeing here. Also, we meet new people here. Also, this points to mommy and daddy groups here that we are seeing here. We are celebrating together with children with the moon. It could be a nice, quiet environment. The moon is very emotional, so a lot of emotions are involved here. It's fun here that we are seeing here. It's like child mind likeness here that we are seeing here. It's all a little bit light and playful and joyful here, what we are seeing here. Also, if we have meetings with people, they are not heavy. They are light meetings here. If we meet people, we keep the conversation lights, like simple. We keep it simple here if we meet people. It doesn't mean that we have a simple mind. That is something else. But here we keep the mind simple, because this is not a person who has a simple mind. Anyway, then we have the crossroads and clouds here in the bottom horizontal line here. Sometimes with this combination, sometimes we need to be careful. If we make certain decisions, we cannot make decisions before it's time. Because here the danger with this combination is that we take a wrong turn and we make the wrong decisions. Or there are certain decisions that we make and they have temporary complications. But since we have the stars here, the stars is an overall positive card, so your problem would be solved. But this could be a temporary problem here that you are facing. This is what we are seeing here. It could be something temporary that you cannot change. But here the outcome is very positive. So it's something temporary that is in your way here that we are seeing here. Maybe we need to solve it. Maybe we need to resolve it here. It's possible also that we are unable to make certain choices, because with the clouds, sometimes we cannot make certain choices for certain reason. Maybe it has something to do with the public. For instance, now, if we want to go somewhere in certain countries, we cannot move. If you want to move to a certain place, maybe there are restrictions, and maybe you want to implement certain things, but you cannot because of certain restrictions or regulations. You want to go somewhere, you want to do somewhere. If you are in a place where there are lockdowns, for instance, you cannot. This is what we are seeing here, and then we cannot solve the problem itself. The only solution that we have then is waiting till it's gone. So this is possible also. I just give an example here what we see here, and there it makes it impossible for us to decide, or we are indecisive about something here with this combination. Anyway, we will make the choice if at the right time, when the road is clear, when the fog is gone, when the nebula, the fog is gone here, we can move again, and we will see this, the stars clear. The sky will literally clear up here. Then we can move, and it's possible that we literally fly, because this is the sky. If we want to go somewhere here, we literally fly. We go in the sky. It could be possible, or we are on our way, or we follow the star where we need to go. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, if you make certain choices, don't force the choices, because sometimes we cannot force. We need to wait till it's the right time. But you can make plans, but sometimes with the clouds, we need to alter the plan after. So this is what we are seeing here. Then we have the clouds and the stars. Here we see that we start to focus then again. We have trust in good fortune here. We must have faith in the path that we are chosen. And this is a new path. This will be a positive thing here after this confusion that is going on here. Also, there's a lot of involvement here in spirituality or in religion. Here we see this about we are connected to spirituality or to religion, and maybe sometimes we lose ourselves in it. We are not anymore, sometimes we are not connected to the earth anymore. We are in our own world. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Then we're going to go for the vertical lines. We have the stork, the moon, and the crossroads. The stork and the moon, it points that we are invited somewhere. This invitation that we get, it leads to changes. The moon is changeable. It has a circle, and here these are all circling cards. Everything is moving here. Changes. This is up and flat, changes again, and this is the crossroads, changes again. So you see here, you are in front of very big changes here. This is what we are seeing here. But here with this card, we get an invitation, maybe several invitations. It's possible not the first time that you get this invitation, but you get it again. Because the moon has a cycle. These are two cycling cards, as I said here. There's a deep longing here for going to the next step. There could be a deep longing for literally going on the road, for getting on the move, for be able to decide something, for maybe literally for deciding to move on. A lot of people are blocked now. They cannot move because of the current situation with the viruses here. And maybe this is here because this is a group of people is waiting to move. This is what we are seeing. Sometimes we are not alone. This is about a big group of people. But here it's not clear when we are on the move. But once this clouds are are gone, we are seeing clear where we need to go here. This is what we are seeing here. Mostly the clouds are not so very strong. In this combination, they are not so very strong. It's like a fog and it's temporary, but the time frame is not so very big. Anyway, here we see a deep desire for going on the road. We are also, if we are creative, this is an important step also in our creativity. The creativity is changing and it brings us literally on the move. So it's like our mind is making new connections in our brain for being more creative. This is what we are seeing here. The moon reflects what we have learned. And here we see that what we have learned, we can actually apply it and it brings more moving. This is what we are seeing here. This is a very creative process, also an emotional process that we are seeing here. We are also probably very active in the evening or at night here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also we see a person here that has very deep psychological insights in the collective, also in the dark mind of the collective, what is going on here, because there's a dark side to everything. Here we see that this person or this group has a very deep insight in the darker side of humanity here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this transformation that you're undergoing here, it leads to more depth, to becoming more deeper, becoming more aware. For some things that you realize will also bring you a sadness. I'm not saying here you're going into depression, but some things that we are experiencing, it brings a kind of sadness. Sometimes knowledge brings sadness. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this is a very important, significant transition here that you are undergoing here. Then also we see here that we are on the process here for becoming in the next step of awareness here. We come into the next level of the mind. We are on our way here for choosing a path and our mind is changing here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the moon and the crossroads. Here we get an offer. If we go into this offer, this is gonna have far-reaching consequences. It's possible because these are all moving cards. Multiple offer comes to you in a certain month. The moon, the cycle of the moon is 1 month. So here in this month, it means that you get multiple offers that are coming to you. Some of them will have to do with migration, with travel, with certain changes, with going on the road. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, there will be a lot of choices here that we are having here. With this combination. This mostly also points to propositions that we get on the work front for creativity. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also in relationships here, it points to a person who don't want to commit for now. He wants to be free, he or she want to be free, because there is too much going on in our mind, and we saw the dwindling relationship here, and here there's a longing for freedom here. This person is not ready. Maybe there's some job changes, and this need to come first before taking the next step. There's a saying that goes, first you build a pig cage and then you get the pigs. So here, this is something like that here. We first need to evolve into a certain direction, and once you are there, you can take the next step. This is what we are seeing. It doesn't mean you don't have contacts or you don't communicate with other people. That is something else. But anyway, we use our intuition here for moving on here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also we make up our mind and we change our mind again, because all these cards are moving cards. We think we made the decision and we change our mind again. It's going to be a little bit difficult here, but as we saw, maybe there are higher forces above who dictate or who tell us these choices here. This is possible with this combination. Anyway, this is a very complicated decision process here that we are going, but the changes are unavoidable here. This is what we are seeing. Then we have the ring, the garden, and the clouds. This is the ring. If this is the marriage and this is freedom, you already get the picture here. Here, this points that we want to be more free again. We want our freedom back here in relationship. Also on the work field, we want more freedom. If we are in a very structured job, probably some changes are coming up because we want more freedom. Probably we will let it slowly go. We will slowly let it go. Anyway, excuse me. It's possible also that you join certain groups with similar interests, and these groups have a very certain focus on certain fields in your life. This is what we are seeing here also, because this is a focus here that we are seeing here. This is an exclusive group who has catched your interest for a specific field. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there's commitments there also that we are seeing here. We go to some public events if we can. Then we have the garden and the clouds on itself here. It's possible if you meet some people, there are some tensions or things are not clear there. This could be related to your relationship, but we already worked that out before. But here we see that it's possible here that some people are talking behind your back. So be aware of that, you could be confronted here with some gossip, or the gossip is going on behind your back. And it's not positive news here, because we have the mice here. This could be like dirty talking about relationship or putting you in a negative light here. This is what we are seeing here, but it's best here to keep calm, because you're about to go in a totally different situation here. This is a temporary situation. It's best not to spill energy on it here. Anyway, here we see that we could be in a messy situation, relationship-like, and we are about to start something new here. We have the stars here, so you don't need to worry if you have the stars there, something new is coming up there. Anyway, it could be that if you have certain communication or group communication, or you share general news, there is a discord here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. There could be certain problems if you attend public events here. This is like you organize a barbecue and it's bad weather. This is something that we see here with this combination. But this is just for giving a more realistic example here, what we are seeing here. Anyway, we are a little bit confused about this social gatherings here. Sometimes also this points to cultural misunderstandings. For instance, if we have contacts in abroad and we have a certain way we think, and these people also, this is inhabited in our culture, and this other person has another way of thinking. It could bring some unclarities here. This is what we are seeing here. The structure is not clear for both parties. Then we have the mice and the child here, and then related to the stars. The mice and the child here, it's possible here that because we are waiting for these changes, our enthusiasm is dampening a little bit. It's like we cannot move and we want these changes and it's not happening. And we saw there that the reason is a little bit unclear for now. Here, this is what we are seeing here. Here it's like we need to find our inner child back. We need to trust in the naivety of ourselves, in the basics here, the basic principles. We need to reconnect with ourselves again, with our inner child, and this could be a solution here for a way out. It's possible also that we feel less playful, we grow more up. Our mind is literally growing up here with this combination, especially with the stars here. We get other insights, we see new maps, we see new roads, we see new possibilities here. It's like we're growing up in a different way here. It's like our innocence is going away here. If you start something new or about to start something new, it's possible that if you have a restart, it's quite stressful. So you will need to attend a lot of things at the same time, because the mice bring stress. If you start something new, a new business and move, whatever you do, we know this brings stress. So here, this is the stress of the new beginning here. This is what we are seeing here. That's how it is. If we start something new, it brings stress. Anyway, it could be of course, a big part of your energy with this combination, but we need to trust, we need to keep our faith here with this combination. If you have a child, it's possible, this is another point of view here that I'm going to add here, that your child is a little bit under the weather. Maybe it's confronted with a child disease or something like that. Typically child diseases that we are having here, because this is the collective, so it could be some child disease that here is attracted. And then we have the child and the stars on itself. Then we see here our wishes come true here. We finally are on the road here. We have joy here also. If we have a child or we have a certain projects that we are in, here we see that our wishes come true. If If this is on a physical child that we have, because there are physical children and there are children of we create. So here, if this is about our child, our physical child here that we are having here, it could mean that our child has a lot of abilities, clairvoyant abilities. It's very mature for his age. This is what we are seeing here. This could be a child with a lot of mental abilities, especially we have the clouds here. There could be a very strong focus on something, but maybe for now it's a little bit under the weather, the child. But anyway, in general, this point to a child with a different kind of ideas, mature, looking far in the future. This is what we are seeing here. No things to come. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this child, that this will be an enrichment for your life also. Then we go to the creative field. The same applies on your creativity. You are very creative. The creativity that you are doing will enrich your life. It will enrich you as a person here. You begin to get more hope. You have more faith here. It's the start of the hope. You hope to get more stable. You are tired of waiting. You are tired of not moving here. You want to move on here from the situation. If your child is sick, this card points to healing. This is a healing card. So if your child was under the weather from a child disease or whatever, it was attracted here, or if your project came only slowly from the ground, as I said, the mice is delays in time. If your project came slowly to be born, as we say here, then here we see that actually here we have advancement. Our project or our child is healing. This is what we are seeing, and we move forward this first step forwards also. Sometimes also this points also to a person that meets another person, a unification of two persons here. Maybe you're very close to, mostly we are close to our children, but this points also like a unification. It's possible also if you meet a certain person that you discover your inner child, or you awaken their inner child. This is what we are seeing here. Then we go in the cross. We just see if I can add something here. We have the stork, the garden, and the stars. We saw them gatherings here also. This point, sometimes also, this is a total different angle. I didn't approach that one yet. We had a lot of problems collective all over the world, and this can point in a general sense that the whole world is changing. Like the whole world, they get a different point of view. It's like there's a deep change of all the people, especially with the moon there. This is what we are seeing here. There's a lot of changes in our surroundings here. This is what we are seeing here. The public is literally transforming in a certain way. And also it points that due to delay on a collective side, then that the people were delayed, they could not execute certain plans, and here we see that things go on the move here. So I'm assuming here in the year to come, I'm a very realistic person. I'm not an I'm very down to earth here. Here we see that there are possibilities in the future that literally borders will open, but the delays here now are temporary. But here we see that the people are changing and they have hope that they are guided here into a better future. This is what we are seeing here. There's a lot of activities going on here, and if we have a lot of activities, so it means that things will change and the society is changing. Of course, possibly here we will need to apply certain rules and regulations here. We have certain commitments that we need to keep onto. This is what we are seeing here. For some people here, this combination also, it points that they will relocate. Since the stork is a migrating bird and this is far, it means that some of these people of this group, literally they are maybe waiting for migration. They want to move to a different country. The stork, he don't travel to the neighbor, he travels far. He makes long distance. It's a bird who travels from Africa to Europe, so he makes long distance. So this is long distance travel. If this is part of your plan, this could come true on a short basis here. Here we see the new beginning here. And we literally go on the road. Once it's moving, we will be very focused if this is our plan here with this combination. Anyway, this is migration, as I said here. Probably we need to adjust there and respect the rules also if we come there. Then we have the garden and the stars here. What do we see? Can I add something here? Very positive meeting. We already saw this here during an event here. Also, we hope that we are finally getting some slack. Also, we here this points also to popularity. There are changes and popular changes, so you become more popular here. During a social event, people will really appreciate you, especially with the moon here. It's accepted and respected and honored what you are saying here. This can literally point to fans. This is a fan club actually that you are having here. So the fan club is manifesting itself here. That's this what we are seeing here. Don't also, if people tell you something, don't pay too much attention here to public opinion. Just go your own way here. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the other cross. We have the mice, the garden, and the crossroads. The mice and the garden here, we need to be careful that certain people don't try to give us a bad reputation. So be aware of that, because not everybody is to be trusted here. If you are there in a bad environment, or you move around in a bad environment, try to take your departure there and move away from there. Maybe the environment where you stay here is not so good. In another way, in another direction, it's possible if you come in a new stage of your life, you are scared to go. This is like stage fright. We practice a long time for instance, for an audition, and we have stage fright because this is the first time. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Anyway, if our environment is not good, we should move on there here. It's possible also that if you have been undergoing some heavy times in your life, you don't share this with everybody. You keep that to yourself here. This is what we are seeing here. If people ask you about something in your life here, you just keep it to yourself. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the garden and the crossroads. The garden and the crossroads, here we see here that this is the change of job again that we are seeing, and we're leaving a certain place. We go on the move, we come on the crossroads, we are more in public again. Anyway, we are on the move here. We literally go on the move, but we saw this here. There's also more freedom. There's opportunities here to be free. Not only you, but the public is free. We all get more free. And that is the hope here for a lot of people, for getting our freedom back here. And it will come, of course, the freedom will come back if these so-called viruses are under control, or they seem to be under control. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, you will get more options here in the public for going in public here. There will be taken some political decisions that influence us, probably for more going out. Also, we see here that you meet more than one culture, a culture that is strange for you, especially if you move in abroad. It's like that there are subculture, countercultures here, an alternative culture that we are seeing here, and also with this new rules and regulations, because the public suddenly has more freedom, they will be hesitant. Everybody will be a little bit hesitant, and it's like we are new. It's like we are a newborn, or we don't know actually how to act, to react, because we suddenly have all this freedom back here, or this so-called freedom here. This is what we are seeing. Anyway, if you announce, or you are planning to announce certain information here it says also, think before you begin. What you did not say yet cannot come back to you. So if you make an announcement, make sure that you can confirm it. Don't say anything before it's done. So Aries, for the fire group, this is all. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this Lenormand card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading didn't fit your role, please check out the other three that are connected here. I'm sure one of the four will fit you. If you are interested in specific love card readings, you can find those on my channel. If you want specific financial, philosophical card readings, you can find those on my channel also. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.